versus Bryce, the other guy, Johnston, playing the Farmers. So, team-wise, let me bring it back up. We have got Theron, Fahad, Hearn.
Regular?
Yep. Veteran Minx, Zarola, and Minerva. Brought up from the Falconers Guild for this match. Minerva.
I hate it whenever I see Zarola, because that means there's some nonsense going on.
Yep.
With trees and pinned.
All right, and for Bryce, he is playing his dad, Thresher.
Yep.
Peck.
Yep.
Millstone.
Yep.
Tater, Jackstraw, and Harrow. The standard.
Jackstraw, and which side's Harrow on? He's over there. Start game. Good to go.
So we are using the Guild Ball Manager app to track all the information and have the cards in hand with us.
I'm making note of all the things I want.
Yeah.
Little note. I want a button that means I can, when someone's been taken out, I can put them straight on icy sponges. And somewhere
that's being worked on.
Somewhere where I can put in the player name, so that if you have a mirror match, I don't get confused anymore. That one's just for me, just so I don't get confused. But add it to the list, stick it on there. Another one that would be nice is if you could do it in so it turns landscape, and it did it so that it separated rather than going across the screen, had a left and a right.
Yeah.
So that I could then have, when you're doing the streaming thing, I have the player on the left on one side.
He wants a completely different app.
Could I please call me? I've got some good stuff for you.
All right. Plot card wise, Christian Metz has got Sell It to the Crowd, Back in the Game, Midfield General, The Offside Trap, and Get Back in There.
So speaking of Sell It to the Crowd, we do have a discount code.
Great segue. Great segue.
But I'm going to let Jemmy take over because he knows the rest.
So if you have enjoyed our past streams, you want us to continue to do future streams, use TeamStream10 for 10% off Guild Ball at store.steamforged.com. Valid only this weekend. And that shows that you want this to continue, basically. In all honesty, these trips are very expensive for our team stream to do, and we need to show that there is some financial benefit to the pencil pushers back at the office.
Yep, or they'll sack us. They won't.
They won't sack us, but it will likely be
harder for us to basically show up and support the independent events.
It's just difficult to justify a large outlay for this. So that's the way you can show your actual support rather than just like comments.
And that is valid until 11:59 tomorrow night. That's 11:59 BST, so English time zone if you're not sure.
If you've got friends in your meta that won't be watching this, that may be at work this weekend, let them know that they can do that and that they will be supporting Team Stream through that.
And if you're watching the VOD later, it will have expired by then. So sorry about that. Don't try it. It won't work. Right, onto the plot cards. Game plan cards of Bryce.
He's got Grudge Match, Won't Touch the Hair, Wing Backs, Lone Striker, and Keep Your Chin Up. And I think Bryce is going to need to keep his chin up.
Keep your chin up is going to be the letter of the day. So all members of Steamforged team dreading this one. They should be. They've got Steve. He's awful. They are playing at an immediate disadvantage. I'd have put Steve against Timmy because Timmy's broken his arm. He's only got one. He's still advantaged in that match.
He's only got one arm and he broke it?
No. He now has one arm.
Oh, okay.
He now only has use of one arm. That might mean Steve might be able to score a point.
Yeah.
But no, Steve didn't draw poor Timmy with his broken arm, so Steve's going to do terribly. So we're relying on Bryce and Perkins here. Apparently Perkins won his game in the last round with a dirge goal.
Yeah, beat the Chicago Meta.
A lot of time for that. I enjoy a cheeky mascot goal. So where do you think this matchup lies in terms of favour? Just that pinned and Zarola and tree combo just scares me.
I want to check out exactly how Minerva plays into all of this. The Falcons are one that I've not got to grips with.
So they've got the Harrier stuff for their extra damage AoE things. Plus tack, and that is a momentous result on the 1 with a 6-inch range. And then trait-wise, easy pickings. When this model makes an attack against a model with lower current HP than its recovery level, this model gains +1 damage.
Oh, Nocturnal Hunting is tasty.
And then you've got Nocturnal Hunting. Each time an enemy model suffers the taken out condition while within this aura, after the current action is resolved, this model may immediately use Come On Mate without spending MP.
So I guess for silence there, we just realised that we haven't mic'd the players up. Ronan is off to do that now.
Can't hear a word they're saying.
I was looking at them like, Betts is talking, and they're allocating.
And now they're going to get angry at us.
Yeah, pause the clocks, guys.
Bryce is going to give us a shouty shout. No, we should be good.
Met's there, moving.
I want to see what's going on.
Yeah. Ronan saying he's going to tickle Bryce.
I'd do that too. That was a weird moment. I didn't twig it until you twigged it. And I was like, yeah, they're talking and I can't hear a word they're saying. This is going to be hard. It's going to be like the final from last year.
Yeah, I'd rather it be muted for that one. Don't go and watch that one. Is that Thresher guy getting tooled up?
Tooled up on the Thresher. He takes a jog. 3 up to there. 2 back to there. Passes to Tater, which he nails.
Successful.
Keeps the momentum. Passes the clock.
A really interesting thing, you see there Bryce has got his metal coin for momentum.
Yeah.
So if you play against a Steamforged staff member, you can win one of them if you beat them.
You can indeed.
There is
Enjoy your coin, Christian.
There is a community coin. There's something around at the moment called the Coin Wars. Basically, I think there's like 50 coins or so have been made up and given to pundits.
Right.
It's organised by the pundits. I think it's really cool. If you beat somebody with a coin, you have to hand it over.
So you're passing, you've got to try and hold it for as long as you can and see how far they spread.
See how far they spread. So events like this in the future, like 2019 WTC, suddenly this coin
just there's now ocean hopping.
Yeah, exactly. Makes its way over to Australia, and then you can find out there's a coin in Australia, and you want to hunt down these coins, show it in the Facebook group. I think it's a fantastic idea.
It's pretty cool.
And I'm annoyed that they stole it, that they did that, and I couldn't steal it. It's a
You're annoyed that they stole it? Whose idea was it then?
Yeah, it's their idea. I want to steal it.
We can steal it.
We can steal it.
We can do whatever we want.
Go. OP, God tier.
Yeah, there you go. Put it in there. Slot it in there somewhere.
Take the tiers.
The objective hex wars.
Yeah.
It's like a coin, but bigger and hex-shaped.
It's a 50p.
And probably not metal.
Zero damage snared and pinned onto
Harrow.
Harrow. One momentum to put Blessing on Zarola.
And I believe the tokens next to Jackstraw are they harvest markers? These?
Yes, they're harvest markers.
Tater going for a jog.
Gonna sit next to a harvest marker.
Passes to
down
Millstone. Yes,
Successful.
he does. Keeps the momentum. Passes the clock. Should we do this whole thing in song?
Both players here are really strict on their clock.
Yep.
And we'll be trying to keep these short, snappy,
away.
go, 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 go.
So Rolla makes the run away, then she runs away. Millstone makes a jog. Passes to Thresher. Bonus time.
With a bonus time.
Nails
Successful,
it.
just.
Makes a dodge. Doobie doobie doop dap dap.
It's a very high tempo game right from the out.
It really is. Not as high tempo as Steve though. Steve's probably lost already.
Savage. So Bryce up on clock by a few seconds.
Nailing it. You take any advantage you can get.
He'll need it. It's a quote. Lord of the Rings.
Oh. Nerd.
You'll need it. It's all gone so fast, I don't really know where I'm up to be honest.
So Christian's currently just trying to work out what the threat ranges are, looking at the threat range of Tater, looking at the threat range of Thresher. Obviously, he's got the coverage of the counter charge, which is why he's able to move up with the Thresher with the ball.
Yep.
The Thresher with the ball, apparently.
The Thresher. Oh no, they haven't closed the door to the live streaming room. The riffraff are just piling in.
So Hearn teleporting, tries a skewer, misses, and then jogs back to there. Checking the threat range of Vet Minx there, which is 11.
Some just interesting body language that you can gain from these two. Both players are stood up, leaning over the table. Neither are sitting down, so both want to be that aggressor at the table.
Yep. I want to double check every measurement you make. You can double check every measurement I make.
Yep. From playing like both Guild Ball and other games competitively, the body language of players does tell a lot about what they want to do in a game.
So that was a pass from Thresher. Sorry, I believe that was back to Millstone, and then just moving over out of the threat range of Minx. KG.
And I think the first player to sit down will be the player who thinks they've lost, or gets such a commanding lead they know it.
Turn one done. Deployment finished.
Good one.
Thanks. I try my best.
Bryce showing off his cards to Mets there.
You want some of these?
So Bryce is on +3.
Do, 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 do. Just over here, Steve in the background there, talking about his second wind.
Yep. Second win, Steve.
Yep.
And allows, so Bryce there wins it and allows Mets to go first.
Nothing really great on the table.
Oh.
Got the coverage of the counter charge.
The game system's going on around us, waiting to start, and there is quite a crowd. Well, there was quite a crowd forming around this table, which I think it has been moved on. Because you don't need that. You're already on stream. You don't need actual people behind you.
You do not need that. Like the table that we've got here is kind of in the middle of a room, surrounded by other tables. It's cramped enough as it is once all the players are sat down. Influence going out. They all
Bryce
go
there.
away to turn into influence. I'm assuming keeping the counter charge one. Is that a harvest marker?
No, I think they all went.
All went.
I don't think Tater was in range after they reduced some range for it, so he's like, oh, I might as well pull it then if it's not going to immediately benefit me.
Bit more pinned stuff, I imagine.
Yeah, it makes sense too. So Theron doing his Theron things of putting down a forest, walking so he's got line of sight, still a little
Goes
bit.
for snipe.
And misses.
And tries again. Misses.
Oh, terrible activation.
Yep, got nothing.
Looking for the fours there.
Didn't realise Millhouse was playing. Because everything just came up him.
And Cockshaw there placed onto
moved up a
Thresher.
bit. And then over to Mets, who then runs Theron Array, 8-way.
Yep, and the right thing to do there. No stones passing to Harrow.
Who needs dice trays?
No.
Pass misses.
Ooh. That's a bit of a detour back.
That's all right. Yep.
And he'll intercept it on the ray. Fahad pulls away.
I would run away.
Harrow sows the seeds, tools up Thresher. Enjoy that for now, Bryce. We revealed the farmer's blog. They're losing tooled up.
Misses the pass there, so he's looking for a 4-inch dodge from that one.
Taylor snaps the ball. Players are just explaining that the ball can't go land on the harvest marker, so bounces to the nearest
and then
place.
it's in range for Taylor to just snap it.
So Met's not getting what he wanted, but Bryce not getting the momentum from these passes or the...
Well, he wanted the dodge, I think, is what he's looking for. It's like we're the best part of 2 turns in, and there's just that opening hasn't come yet. It looked like the Mets whiff might be it, but every activation that passes where he can't get the threat extension on the passes is just another activation for someone else to run away.
This is it, exactly. And like the hunters are quite happy to play this slower,
sit back
bit
and
of
wait.
damage, bit of damage game.
Especially after you've just had your turn where you cashed in your harvest markers.
Yeah.
Says me, who has literally never played the farmers. Bit of crop dusting, rude. Oh, it's a harmless crop dust. Just harmless.
Harmless.
Catches no one.
Just wants the...
That one, fresh in the breeze.
Just want the harvest markers up there as a potential bait. Like, oh, if I go run over them, I can crush.
I'm not sure it's possible to catch out Mets with a bait. He's just like, cool.
But then if not, then it's 2 aggressive positions that Thresher can run up to next turn. Data pass to Thresher.
Is this one going to work? Yeah,
successful.
Got one. Thresher dodging up. Thresher dodging up. Waiting for the next one to run away.
Thresher might just go score.
He's got the momentum. He's got one.
He'll get it.
I don't know if he wants to yet. Kind of getting every opportunity to keep the pack where it is. Yeah, the first one that bursts out gets caught.
Yeah.
And then it's like reset button, but you have the ball this time.
So in here we're seeing Thresher as the final activation. I know Bryce will go last, won't he? Yeah, so Thresher's the final activation of the turn.
It's basically like, are you going to run away with your last one too, or are you going to come forward? Who is that last model? Is that Vet Minx?
I can't quite make out.
I think it is Vet Minx.
They're quite dark, these players.
So
we've got Fahad.
Hearn there, Zorola there. That one
Minerva.
is Minerva. That's
They're on the top.
That's Fahad, so that must be Vet Minx, and this is her trap, so yeah.
Yeah, the jawbone trap. Which gives 3 damage and snared, I believe.
I'll have a quick check, but I think that's correct.
Oh, she's coming in.
2 damage.
2 damage and snared.
Yeah.
So free counter for Thresher, but there's no counter charge because there's no line of sight. 2 hits successfully for Veteran Minx. Does she have the option to...
Takes the 2.
Takes 2 amounts of damage. Counter attack comes in. Oh, nothing. Takes the ball away. Not quite in range to
Just going to kick it away.
pass the ball away. I think he wants to make the pass to make the dodge away. Without it, Vetminx is currently looking at a probably death from a tooled up Thresher.
Seems likely.
Makes one more attack. 3. Takes a momentous dodge just to get back into cover. Doing the best he can to make it more
I
difficult
wonder
for
if he's going to drop the ball. Puts the trap down in the way.
Yep.
Holds on to the ball.
Metze just confirming that he should be within 3 because he can't get more than that. So
can't disengage with that without getting the 4. Triggers the trap.
Drifts that, takes 2 damage and snared.
I'm not sure if it's got snared on it. It's just 2 damage. Yeah, it's just 2 damage.
So staying outside of 2 inches of.
Heals back up to full. Buys no time.
The players there just confirming he's outside of 2, so there's no counter-attack option. Takes a tackle. Two up to 3 damage.
Because of tooled up, 9 health left on Vetminx.
Takes the momentous knockdown. Looking for 3 zone 1 now. Two up to 3.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, one too many.
And just 2 up to 3.
Should leave Vetminx on 3 HP. So we're probably going to be looking at a 6-point activation of Minx goes down and Thresher scores. Or he might just take the kill, pass the ball back.
Yeah.
Just sit and wait.
Yeah.
Don't know if there's really any rush in giving the ball over. We know how important pacing is in these games. We've seen it a lot in both of the games. Like even with the game we saw last, where you saw Vet Rage go down super early in a turn 2, and just kind of the end was kind of a bit of a slog.
Yeah.
And then it was poor positioning on the opponent to give him the point he needed to win. And then in the first game, just kind of textbook Brewers.
Yeah.
You're going to score points, but I'm kind of okay with letting you do that.
Oh. Brace 4 up on momentum.
Yep. Yeah, those missed shots in as their first activation from Theron there were pretty grim.
Yes. I think with the ball you can kind of get around pinned because you can ping pong the ball around or pinball the ball around. But it will have definitely hurt missing those 2 character plays on 3s or 4s.
So it's a roll off.
So Metz was on 2 momentum. Bryce thought he had none. So Hunters take the initiative.
So
Bryce says it's fine, it's my mistake.
But so over to Metz for allocation.
I don't think that's terrible, to be honest.
It means Mix might get to. I mean, Mix is knocked down, so she ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And
she's out of range 2.
It means that there's going to be some interference. The only model that's in range to really interfere is Hern.
Yeah.
Who, don't get me wrong, can make life hard, but...
Well, I guess you've also got Theron. Could do it from range. Pins Thresher to go in a weird direction.
Yeah, but with that, if he opts for that one and the harvest marker's kept there and he just takes he can get Minx by moving in, and then just pass the ball backwards, which I personally think's the right play anyway.
I think you need to be able to generate enough momentum to heal Minx to take the kill.
I don't think you can remove
not off the table, but it becomes far more costly than it should do for what you want.
But I don't think that's.
I mean, Bryce probably just doesn't score then, right? If he sinks.
Yeah, I think he just knocks the ball back, and then you use that dodge from that pass to bring Thresher back as well. Just reconsolidate, start again. You've seen the big. I'm assuming we can't really tell from it, but I'm assuming that's a big initiative card out of.
Yeah.
Christian.
Well, they both reached 9.
So Bryce was
played a
2.
5.
So he'd have been there was 7 that was played.
Yeah.
So that's the big one's gone.
Yep.
And Bryce seems to have pretty good control over the momentum.
Oh, sorry, Bryce played a 3, so he reached 7, expecting it to.
Right. Yeah.
And Mets reached 9 with his.
Yeah. Played this 7. I don't think I can entirely understand the frustration, but I could be entirely wrong because both of these players are better than I am. But I don't think it changes the game a significant amount from where we were.
No, because if it was as Bryce had imagined, it was a dice roll off anyway. You just imagine you've lost that dice roll off. You hadn't guaranteed your victory by playing a 4. For example. If you played a 4,
if you need it that badly, you just play a higher card. So he was clearly okay with not losing it.
Yeah.
So Hearn moves up.
So Hearn. Swings for 4. Hits the knockdown, I believe.
Yeah.
If he wants it. Millstone probably just
singled
eats that.
out if he wants it. 'Cause Millstone can't eat that.
No counter-attack declared as far as I'm aware. Oh, poised from Harvest Marker.
Millstone out of 4.
Knockdown seems sensible to me.
See where that ball goes.
Yeah.
Could be a big deal.
Two. Let's go for Bryce.
That's all right. Jack Shores takes it. Next attack coming in.
3 hits.
Momentous double push.
So that was
just checking if he can use that harvest marker for the counter attack. It's like, no, that's there. Don't push. You probably don't want to push me that way.
Yeah. Well, no, it's active for the counter attack. However, it doesn't get removed when that counter attack happens, like the other Reaper abilities do.
Oh, okay. Don't lie. I was slightly confused as to what the clarification was being asked for as well.
Like if he wants to get a 3-inch melee zone, he rips up a harvest marker, I believe.
Yeah. Clears knockdown for the momentum that he started for losing the initiative. Is he going to use that harvest marker?
Bryce, they're just completely pushing the table around. Fortunately, there is a proxy base underneath.
I was going to say. I think that's what was knocked, and that made the model slip off.
Yeah. Thinking time for Bryce. I mean, he's got 5 minutes on Mets, which is pretty impressive, to be fair. Bryce reevaluating his plan there. So if he doesn't get the knockdown, he's in a deep trouble.
Pops his legendary.
So legendaries, there's Fear the Reaper. From the harvest marker, kills.
Gets rid of Minx. So
Gets rid of Minx, so scores 2 points.
And then Hearn also takes 3.
Takes 2 damage.
15 left on Hearn.
1 damage. Bryce changing his dice. Doesn't like those ones. They weren't working for him.
These ones smell.
These ones still not really working for him.
Takes the knockdown. It's a good job he did reevaluate his plan.
Much better.
4 damage.
4 damage.
10 left on Hearn. And while knocked down, Hearn's kind of stuck there.
Yep.
Expensive to get him moved.
2 damage, and they ain't tough to strip that armor off for someone else to run in and finish him off. How much health is Hearn left on by our count?
8.
8 left. I mean, there are definitely ways to get him out of there. Thresher's a bit of a pain, though.
So the main options are pin the main threats to finishing him off,
AKA.
or the roller. You need to get, and then it's a kind of a 2-stroke plan.
Yeah.
You pin the main threat, and then you use the momentum that you get to then
Midnight Offering away. But then
you need to stand him up.
Stand him up. Well, stand him up, Midnight Offering, but you also need to be conscious of the parting blow.
Yes. No, that was well played by Bryce.
Yeah, very good.
It kind of went the way I saw it, where not winning that initiative was
fine.
never going to be like crushing.
Maybe.
And I think
it was
the ball
all
being
mind games from
it's all
Bryce.
part of the plan.
It's like, oh, I thought you had none. Thought you won it.
So who is that that's pinned?
That's Tater.
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 Pin 2 damage.
Yep. Snipe by the looks of it as well. He forgot to do the forest, but Bryce is allowing him to do it. Because Bryce said, oh, there's not much I can do about it really, so whatever. You've not moved, really.
So I think he can probably still get there with Tater with a pass to him.
Yep. Might see that now. Releases, Millstone snaps the ball. Then Crop Dusts.
Every time. Pooey.
Crop Dust there, fantastic for reapplying Poised to, even that's been used this turn, but ready for next turn and Fear the Reaper.
Damage on Hearn.
And moves up to engage.
Boing.
Nice play.
Still 4 minutes up on clock. Just got a lot of control over the table. Say no. Still got the ball by hook or by crook. Still got the ball.
It's what we've seen. I don't know if you watched the 2017 World Finals back. It's a very similar play style to what we saw Bots do versus the Hunters, where he would just cluster up.
Cluster up.
You can do this chip damage to me. Harrow's going to heal it
away. And then when
away.
one goes in, the rest follow. Like it's like the cluster is never more than 2 inches away from everything.
Yeah.
But it was like interesting at the start there, where if Metz had better positioning and hadn't been kind of forced to backing off as he had, because Bryce had kind of left himself dangling in the wind a bit with being outside of range of Millstone, no counter charge up, like the defensive stuff was all out of there, but he'd just kind of gone so defensive that couldn't benefit from any of it.
Met's figuring out what his best plan of attack is now.
So just to keep everyone updated on what I have as the current damage numbers, Hearn on 6 health, Tater on 14, Harrow on 17, and then Veteran Minx would have come back on with 6. So everyone's aware of at least the models that I'm aware that were damaged. they should be the numbers, but I am bad.
There's like a Harrier Aries going down from Minerva there.
Core. Chicken jogs up. Clucks a bit.
Beg your pardon?
Just does a little cluck.
Oh. So roller moves forwards.
Okay, so
Midnight Offering onto...
abandoning
Linked. No, it was Midnight Offering. Then Linked, he charges.
defensive stance and the counter.
Nicely done.
Tater may be on less health than that because I believe he was also sniped.
Yep. Three damage and a dodge. Will Metz remember to click it over? He does. Oof.
That's nice.
Cracking roll. Wow. 3 damage. Got
Just casually leaving the cat on half its health.
yeah.
Harrow clears snared for a momentum. Takes a little jog. It's going to kill the cat.
Yep.
Meow.
Tool at someone. Steve, looking sad. Sad Steve.
Yeah, I reckon Steve's probably lost. Seems likely.
We're playing another game
All
for fun
signs
now.
point to. Steve only plays for fun. No point in playing otherwise.
Yeah, he ain't going to win, is he?
Another very, very nice roll.
Wow.
Just to clarify, that model is on 5s.
Yep. 3 health. Memento Solar Seeds.
So, seeds, eh? Tools up, Tater.
And it's just
And
on
then
Bryce
so nothing
now.
left because of the
Metz
linked activation. Pretty commanding this from Bryce at the moment.
Pass to Tater.
Getting greedy.
It's successful.
Takes the passing. Dodgy wants to get Hearn and Farhad here.
Confirms they are within 6.
Just checking if there's a straight line.
Yeah, so just between the players there, Bryce automatically pause the clock whilst they do this, and Christian's like, no.
Why would I let you do that?
No,
this
why
is
would
your
I-
activation.
Yeah.
But you said I'm going here, and he was saying I want to make sure that you could definitely go there. This is very important.
It is good.
Okay, so Tater is going up there. Up he goes from the pass. So then I'm assuming finish off Farhad.
Yeah.
Finish off Hearn. Jogging up to get some more dice on the cat, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yep, seems
Because you need
good.
to hit those 5s.
Puts down a harvest marker.
Such a clustered board with all the tokens.
Oh, it really is. Goes
Swings
for
on
the
the
cat
cat.
first. Seems like a good choice. He is tooled up, so
2 hits and he does it.
I forgot about the legendary turn. Yep.
It's grim.
2 damage up to 3.
Kills the
Down
cat.
goes the
Bryce
cat.
goes up to
Bryce
3
goes
points.
Up to 3.
Swings again the turn. Hearn has how much health?
6 by my maths, but it might be 8.
I don't think it'll matter regardless.
I shouldn't imagine. He's knocked down, so that 2's good.
There's no they ain't tough either. They ain't tough, so no armor. 1 up to 2 twice. For 2 momentum. 4 damage. Swings again once again. Bryce incorrectly removing a 2 there. Forgot about they ain't tough.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that too.
Final one, pass the ball to Thresher. It's successful.
So much momentum.
Spend that to heal from the pass.
Which I believe leaves Tater on 30.
Very strong play from Bryce here.
Yeah.
Setting up for a
careful,
take-out kill.
knowing what he wants to do.
Take-out goal next turn.
Not going to rush. I messed up. It wasn't a big deal. You've shown your 7.
Yep. Does Bryce have a 7? Because if he does, that's fantastic because he knows he's got it.
Even if not, he's like in this situation, like assuming this turn starts, how I expect this turn to start, this is the rough one for Mets to come back from.
Yep. In the 2017 World Champion, we saw Mets concede at 5-0 versus Farmers last time. I wonder if Mets will play this out or if he will do the same if he can't see a way back in.
Mm-hmm. I just think he just... I get being that scared, but at the same time, like, he just went so far back.
Now, obviously, the difference between the 2017 World Champions and this event is that if you concede, you let your team down, not just yourself.
But it made, like, I don't really know the matchups well enough to know if this was, like, Mets thrown to the Wolves matchup. It may well be. If you think so, let us know in the chat.
Yep. Let us know in YouTube, because that's where I am. Sorry about that. Invaded by the Polish, dropping all their models off behind us when we're quite obviously streaming. Very
Thanks,
rude.
Guys. So it's a weird one now. I'm still not sure if Bryce goes for the goal here because he's got so much control in that middle of the board.
I mean, his pack has moved up as a unit the entire way.
He's been entirely allowed to dictate the pace of everything. So Hearn's going to die now.
A part of me wishes to see what would have happened had Mets have hit those pinned and snipe.
3 damage. Hearn gone. Bryce up to 5. So it's 5-0 to Bryce.
Hint, hint. Update. There we are.
There we go. Everything's going like wild around us. There's like doors flying open everywhere.
People pulling trolleys around.
Pulls one of the harvest markers to get his 3-inch melee.
So you're trying to
Going to go and do a bit of damage to Minerva now and then maybe go for the goal. Yep, looks like going for the goal.
I think it's worth
Checking
it.
he's in tap-in. Yeah, you just pull ahead. It's going up to 9. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
9 and set up the kill to get to 11. Fahad can't come in again. You just have the free reign of the board. Weston's been getting nervous now. He must be able to see a 12-0 against Mets, which is.
I don't think like as soon as the goal goes in, I almost feel like you're expecting to concede. Not necessarily via a goal, but it's just that extra maneuverability you get, which is what Mets seems to be struggling with, is just the amount of maneuverability. Like if you pin someone that has control of the ball, it just you don't cut down anywhere near as much movement as it does if they don't have the ball.
Yep. Wow.
Takes the knockdown dodge. It's everything's coming up Bryce House.
Dodging to within 2 to make sure that he is engaging at the end or the start of next turn. Guys in chat from Jake Bollinger saying it's a dice game. In a format and 20 like WTC, you have to play it out. Mets is a good enough player to bring this back.
Which is with where the models are. Like, there's so much safe space. The entire left side of the board is safe.
Yep. So Hearn forgot to walk on.
But didn't Hearn die at the top of this turn? He
Thought
just
so.
shouldn't be on the pitch, right? He killed him.
Yeah, I thought
Like, Hearn shouldn't be on the pitch because you killed him at the top of this turn. This is your first activation of this turn.
Yeah.
Killing Hearn was your first activation.
Les Bryce just wants another model to kill. But yeah.
Pass the ball backwards. But no, Hearn shouldn't be on the pitch because
Guys,
Hearn died at the top of this turn.
Guys in chat, can you confirm that's right for us?
Are we making that up?
The Hearn died this turn and he shouldn't be on the pitch? This isn't our event to interfere in, so we're not going to go and interfere.
But stand up and do anything about it. But
just intrigued.
I think that's what happened because he just hit him and just 3 damage, gone.
Yeah.
The main reason I have that is because I didn't put his health back up from Icy
Yeah.
Sponge, which means I'm assuming he died this one.
I mean, if Hearn gets an activation, that's pretty.
He's got
big.
no
Got no
influence.
But you're not an activation down all of a sudden. You can teleport into.
I mean, how Hearn was thrown back on the board tells me Metz thinks this is over.
Yeah.
Like, he was sort of like, is this Hearn on the board? And Metz just kind of picked him up and threw him over there and went, sure, he's there.
Yeah.
Minerva healing.
So chat confirming that Hearn was killed at the start of the turn.
Cool.
We aren't crazy.
Well, won't go that far.
Not entirely crazy.
Trap goes after the nudge from Millstone moving up.
Yep.
2 damage onto... That's Peck, right? Jogs 3 over there.
Down her harvest marker goes.
Down a harvest marker. Pull my tongue out my mouth.
Blah.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm intrigued to see what happens with Hearn now, knowing that he shouldn't be on the table. Cause
it's one of those things where like this is like the butterfly's wings thing, right?
Yeah.
Because
if him being on the pitch changes the game entirely.
Hearn could be killed again for 2v more PvPs. He's got low health. Hearn could teleport into that forest. He could go and engage someone, allow someone to get the extra dice where he shouldn't be. He could get the ball at some point.
I mean,
from a random scatter, midnight offering up the pitch.
It's more the positioning, obviously. He's got no influence, but it's
well,
what position it enables him to be and how much further it enables him to be up the pitch.
Yeah.
Theron going in to punch.
But it's also one of those things where it could be an extra activation to heal someone.
Yep. Takes a momentous double push. Back into the Harrier you go.
Oh, into the Harrier. Counter attack comes in. Takes 1 damage onto Theron. Hits him again. He's got +1 attack, +1 damage now. Is that right? For being in a Harrier?
+1 damage, I think.
So that's a total of 6 damage so far.
In total. Is this on Harrow, right?
4 damage momentous. And oof. Takes a knockdown. 1 last swing. Takes momentous death, so 2 points to Christian Metz. And uses Minerva to heal Minx for free. For nocturnal hunting. Nice little combo play there. I like that.
And was that Harrow that went off? Is that Harrow that got taken out?
Just trying to see which.
No, Harrow's down at the bottom there.
I think it was Thresher. I think it was a Thresher, sorry, Tater.
That makes sense. Tries a snipe on Jackstraw.
Nope.
Misses.
Sorry, so players are asking us what's going on.
So
Didn't see, wasn't paying
didn't
attention.
see that, but as a quick update, you killed Hearn at the top of this turn, so he shouldn't be on the pitch.
So we just, in case you probably heard all that, but we just confirmed with the players that Hearn shouldn't be on the pitch. But the Mets momentum thing, Bryce said, assume you were right and have it.
I'm relatively certain that's what happened because it wouldn't make sense for one of them to be on top of those cards while the rest is underneath.
Yeah. But we no longer have to think about what Hearn may or may not have done.
Yep.
And I'm glad that is cleared up.
Yeah. If I'm asked, I'm happy to say, but I'm not going to jump up and interfere. Especially when people, because what seemed like the best time to do it is the worst time to do it, because it's when it's quiet and they're thinking, and then someone turns around and goes, "Hey, mate, that model should be on the pitch."
Yeah, but I just planned my whole turn around him.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So the clock had closed in a bit, and now it's starting to expand again.
Oh, we got Vet Minx to. Vet Minx put down her character play onto Zerola there, was it? Well, could you check what the thing for that is? I think it's if you start in her engagement, you get +2 to your charge range.
Is that marked for death?
Yeah. Pay 1 less.
1 less influence and extra move. Excuse me. +2 move.
+2 move and 1 to charge.
Takes the free counter, hitting on Thresher.
Looking for 4s. 3 damage to the dodge.
I believe Thresher was on full health, so he's on 17 now.
And 5 on the counter attack. Takes
Hot
dodge.
Fire.
Getting out of Minerva's melee.
Reduce the amount of dice, yeah.
Makes sense. 2 damage.
15. Another 2
more damage. How much do you make left? 13?
13 on
Yeah,
pressure.
that's what Bryce marked on the card.
I'm doing it, guys. I'm really doing it.
It's good.
I can count, but no higher than 20. That's when it all goes awry.
As soon as you got a veteran Fangtooth on the table.
Yeah, nope. 22 is such a weird number.
2 little ducks. It's just confusing. Why are there 2 little ducks on a Guild Ball card? Alex, why?
Just why? Tell me.
Harrow taking a swing on Theron.
Is this Millstone?
This is Harrow. Guess nothing.
Gets nothing.
Oh dear.
So the momentum has changed.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, we're still looking at Bryce being 9-2 up. But.
Yeah. And there's still a Jack Straw Gold to come in to take him up to 9, right?
I'm almost. That's what the 9-2 assumption is based on. And now Mets is having to be more aggressive. It is more danger.
Bryce asking, does he take this goal?
Oh, very
Guys
presumptuous.
in chat, what do you think?
It's assuming it goes in.
Let us know. So Mets is up 6 on momentum against Bryce's. So Mets has 9, Bryce has 3. Take it.
Because you've got to lose the initiative and then he's just going to take it anyway.
Yeah.
Let him have the ball
right?
and get 4
right.
VPs for it instead.
Yeah. You might as well trade that ball for 4 VPs.
Because I guess the other option is you crop dust backwards and bounce back.
Yeah. Well, Mets, like Bryce and Mets, probably know this, the thought process. Mets was like, yeah, you probably should just take the goal. And maybe that's what Mets wants. 2 damage on Minx. And 2 damage on Minerva.
Cheeky bonus.
Puts down another. Takes a shot on
Goes for
goal.
the shot. Does
Bit of
bonus
bonus
time.
time, 3
May as
dice.
well, because you're going to lose the initiative roll, so just use as much
Spend it.
momentum.
Oh!
Yeah, it goes in.
It's a goal, but
So Bryce on 9.
9-2. So that's Bryce trying to heal him. He's like, can't do that after the shot. Bryce's like, oh yeah, you're right.
And dodging into the pack
Yep.
to engage as many people as possible. Kicks it out over to Zarola, shocking nobody.
For the linked activation with the kitty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, meow god. That was awful.
It's terrible.
That's where the scatter goes.
Use code TEAMSTREAM10 for 10% off Guild Ball, guys. Support your team stream
Go
Let's
buy
keep
some
us-
stuff.
at these events.
Fahad going in to get even more momentum. Two damage on Harrow. Is that on Harrow? Terrible at being able to identify these models. 1 damage back on the kitty, who I think has 2 health left.
So Mets has the opportunity to just heal a bunch of people now because Bryce has
Fahad
no
back up
momentum
to
left.
full.
Minx
Heals
gets healed
Minx
for
back
4.
up to full.
Can you benefit from... Come on, mates.
Already healed Minerva, so can't do that one.
Okie doke. Guys, back on the same wavelength. Clock is paused. Met's saying this hasn't gone great for him, but he's going to try. And with initiative here. Interesting.
I'm assuming Bryce is just, what's my best text?
What, sorry?
Bryce is just, what's my best text?
Yeah. Judges making their way over.
Wonder if Steve's lost yet. Seems likely.
He's smiling. Smiling Steve.
Smiling Steve. That's not
the
one of his
most
nicknames.
dangerous.
Steve doesn't smile.
Other interesting
Sinister
games
Steve.
that aren't out on stream at the moment are Jimmy Perkins versus Timmy.
Yeah.
Timmy with his broken arm that he's leaning on the table.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
He's that drunk that he can't feel pain anymore. Ugh, Harrow's healing aura. Oh,
What a guy.
such value from that.
Does Thresher heal from that too?
He does.
Oh, no rules. I'm assuming Peck does as well?
Yep.
So everyone that Bryce has currently on the pitch other than Tater is at full health.
Please check me for the range on that Harrow Aura. Is it still 6 inches?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Rapid growth. You too can experience rapid growth to your Guild Ball collection by using the code TEAMSTREAM10 on store.guildball.com. Did I get that right?
Store.steamforged.com.
Steamforged.com. Wow. It was so close to being good,
Yeah.
and I ruined it at the end.
Oh, that fast ground must have been moved since the previous game.
Zoom, zoom. Taking that influence.
I wanted to try and catch Steve's attention, see if he won or not.
Well, of course he didn't. He's Steve.
I know, but there's always a chance. Slim Steve chance.
Substitute Steve never wins.
Stand by Steve. Sit on the bench, Steve. Hearn's actually back now.
Goes up. Takes the free counter. 6 dice.
Looking for
That's
fours.
not great.
Takes the knockdown. Millstone takes it. Oh, rough.
Counter attack coming in.
Oh, devastating.
Before there was even a shadow of a chance of replying. No, Millstone takes that. Knockdown, dodge.
Yep.
Peace out. Activation passes. Now I'm gonna kill Hearn.
Again.
Now I'm gonna kill Hearn. Now I'm gonna kill Hearn.
Oh,
all
such
over again.
such a horrible.
But imagine if Hearn was still on the pitch on the other side.
Wouldn't be there, would he? Might as well be.
He's going to be back where he was last turn, though.
Put back in the top.
I'm not sure if it's like, maybe it's not so odds on as we're making out.
I don't know. He's got Don't Fear the Reaper up.
Harrow's going.
He's just Sow the Seeds. Tools up Thresher.
Bison on the cat, so he's looking for, that's where his 3 are, looking
Yep.
for them 3.
Looking for the chicken engaging. And Jacksaw also engaging. 7 dice. Looking for 5s. Nothing.
Goes for another. There you go. There they are.
Takes some momentum to Sow the Seeds because he's not going to kill him this activation. And just walks to within an inch of the cat. And 2 spent to heal Thresher.
On to 19. Met's now up on clock.
Yeah.
Well, that's worth.
By,
It's probably because he keeps having activations
he's back underneath
cut.
it.
Because he keeps having his activations cut short.
Yeah. Bryce doing fantastic in turn 2 to capitalise on Metz's poor dice from the Theron.
Yeah, it's been a really good game to watch in terms of taking advantage of things that have gone wrong.
Mistakes, yeah. Metz will be kicking himself about this Hearn activation.
Yep. You kind of immediately, as Racing Millstone takes it and started rolling his counter attack, Metz was like, yep.
Yep, I made a mistake.
But like, I can't say actually, like, that's not this situation that we're in here.
Yeah. But had Hearn got that, a knockdown Thresher, a few bit of damage on him, a heal on Hearn, heal on someone else, potentially a skewered.
It was the fact that the retort is a knockdown with a dodge. It's like you are now not allowed to skewer me at range either. Like you're getting nothing out of this, and you're not getting your singled out.
Nope.
Minerva wandering around.
So Minerva there, just jogging around. Hits Thresher with a -1. Looking for a Momentous Harrier. There's no momentum for Bryce. I mean, a Momentous Harrier right in the middle of all of it.
Be pretty nice.
It's pretty
if you live to tell the tale.
Yeah. Met's thinking what he's going to do with his 2 hits.
I think that's the interesting part of this. At no point, I could be entirely wrong, but I don't feel like there's a plan behind what's going on here.
Yeah, Met feels... Oh, takes a knockdown. Hits again. 4 hits. And then big ol' Harrier right in the middle of everything.
Caw-caw.
Trying to position it is a nightmare. And it's not placed there, it is above all the models, they've agreed.
Yep. There's a lot of stuff going on.
They've all just clustered up.
There's a lot of stuff. Some things and some stuff going on.
Juicy scrum.
So Thresher's going to go give himself a 3-inch melee and then kill Hearn, right?
Yeah, it must be.
Pardon?
Steve won.
No. Steve lost.
Oh, Steve lost. Of course he did, yeah.
That's what I said before we even spoke to him.
It's good to
So
know.
we do have confirmation now that Steve did lose, as I'd already told you. Not because I can tell the future, but because Steve is Steve.
Well, if Metz has gone under the bus so that they can get 2 favourable matchups, it's worked so far.
Chicken's go in and buy one on the cat. Cow and chicken.
It's not a cow. It's -1 damage.
Go on, chicken. Peck him to death.
Our runner and cameraman and switchboard operator.
Going to find out what's going on the other table.
So Perkins lost as well.
Perkins
so this is
lost
all.
Also. So this is for pride.
So the Mets under the bus might have been the plan.
Yeah, quite possibly.
It's a terrible matchup, but Bryce is good with farmers. So Mets, you try and beat him. You're the best on our team. I think that's fair to say.
But we'll take the favourable matchups in the other ones. Well, any matchup against Steve's favourable, but
yeah.
We only rail on Steve because we know he watches them.
Yeah. We love him, really. As much as you can love a Steve.
Oh, you can't be this mean to someone that you don't love.
Oh, yeah. So full momentous there to the Thresher. Because of the Harrier. Press like, oh, Harrier's there. Right.
That seems bad. How many traps can I put in the way? Put in the way. Put in the way. How many traps can I put in the way? There are so many markers.
There's all the markers in there. If you
I'm glad we swapped the screen setup for this one.
Yeah.
If we were still on the tiddly little bit, we would have not been getting on well.
No. Mark that into your...
No, that's not the same. That's very different from the one on the bingo.
The screen's smaller than we're normal.
Well, now they can, because you said it.
Yeah. That's what I say, you can do it now.
I was saying this was much better than the way we had. Good job, Ronan. I was being nice to Ronan.
Use code TeamStream10 for
Speaking
10%
of
off
being
Guild
nice to Ronan.
That's Steamforged.com. to show your appreciation for Team Stream, because we need to show that this stuff is beneficial. Bryce checking if Minerva has pushes so he doesn't get hoofed away. Hashtag sad Steve.
Steve's never sad.
Smiling Steve.
Smiling Steve. Still lost Steve. Knockdown there on Minerva. Dodges to get out of the Harrier.
Takes the damage from the
Takes
jawbone.
2 damage from the jawbone trap.
So Thrasher there, dodging not quite out the Harrier, but just outside of Hearn, I believe it was.
No, I think he's outside of both.
Okay. 4 damage,
4 damage
onto Minerva.
onto Hearn. 5 damage. Forgot he was tooled up, as you do.
Casual.
3
Casual 5
more.
damage.
2 health left on Hearn, I believe.
Wow, everything hit.
3 up to 4.
3 health
Or
left.
are these on Minerva?
And death to Minerva.
Minerva goes down. Bryce on to 11.
Bryce up to 11, looking for that last point.
So I'm not actually sure. Well, I'm assuming Hearn's on 10. So they were all on Minerva. I'd assume that there was some on Hearn there. Because Hearn can run away easier. But,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. I mean, he knows his last point's the cat. You can only run one of them away. So take your pick. Meow.
I mean, we might even see. How do you get back into this?
You don't.
You can't. You can't.
Down on clock. 9 points down.
Met's saying there is no way. Bar.
Can't use the ball, because if you use the ball, you'll get scored against. You can't kill anything quick enough without Luke conceding a point in the middle.
Yeah. I don't know. Theron could just roll like a god.
Even that, like, I just don't. I'm not convinced it stops you from conceding one. Even if you, like, Bryce just starts running everything away.
Metz rolls like a god. Bryce rolls like a Steve.
That is a way this could turn around. If Bryce starts playing like Steve,
Yeah.
this could turn around. Well observed, Jamie.
Thank you.
Good job.
Perkins lost as well. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, but I think Perkins probably put up a fight.
Yeah. Perkins probably scored some points. Timmy's a really good opponent, so.
Yeah. Not
I mean,
saying that Steve's opponent wasn't really good.
Oh, no, not at all.
But he didn't need to be.
No.
And I did overhear at some point that Steve did get smashed. That was Steve's words.
Yeah.
I got smashed.
3 minutes damage. Like how Bryce is like exclaiming at how amazing 3 momentous damage is.
Oh, well,
when
I
he
do
just
that
hit
in
for
my
5.
sleep, but nice one.
I do that for a harvest marker, but you know, whatever.
I do that for fun, 3 inches away. But
Yeah.
good for you, buddy. Jack Straw is looking pretty soft. Bonus times the counter.
Jack Stork bonus time counter. Takes 1 damage.
Theron on 16.
Three damage, 1 health left. It's going to reanimate though. Damage with reanimate. No longer snared. Bonus time the next one. Needs 5s. Does 2 damage.
He lives. Is he going to heroic to ping? Shoot him.
Yep. Kills him.
Jack Straw goes
Mets
down.
goes
Mets
up to
goes
4.
up to 4.
Chat saying this is beer o'clock now.
After we're finished here, we need to pack away some of our equipment because we've become aware that the technical difficulties aren't ones that can be resolved, so we're going to save some time.
I think it was beer o'clock for Mets.
I mean, realistically, I think it has been for a while. It was those missed shots early on.
Opened up the game for Bryce.
Yeah, it just meant that the elements of control that existed, which are minimised by who had the ball.
Yeah.
You want to get that snared out. So this is railing on Fahad here, who has 3 health remaining. 1 damage, 2 remaining. Buys another, bonus times it. Looking for 2 damage. 2 damage comes through. And that is 12.
And Bryce is victorious, the only member of Steamforged to beat Germany 1.
The other 2 lost. Steve lost so bad that it went down as 2 losses.
Yeah.
So Germany win that one.
Unanimously.
They win that 2 wins to 4 Steamforged losses. No, wait, 3 Steamforged losses, because Perkins didn't count for 2, because he's not Steve.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps us up for the day.
That's us done for the day, guys.
Today, right?
Yeah, that's it today. 3 rounds today. 3 rounds tomorrow. We'll be starting off at about 9 a.m., I believe, BST, 10 a.m. local time.
Cool.
So be sure to join us there. And if you've missed them all today or missed earlier ones, don't worry. They will be going out via the YouTube channel as soon as YouTube has finished whatever it does.
Last plug for the code for those that want to do some late night shopping.
Yep, guys, if during the night you can use code TEAMSTREAM10 for 10% off all Guild Ball at store.steamforged.com. It would be greatly appreciated to keep us coming to these events. And please spread that around on Facebook in your Facebook groups.
Make the most of it because it isn't here long. You've got the rest of today and then up until 11:59 tomorrow to get that used. So if you want some stuff, pick it up. And we will catch you tomorrow. It's time for us to tear some cameras down and then have a little relax.
Have some lunch, some tea. Well, guys, see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Catch you later. Bye-bye.